on the road, and this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Able to pick up a couple on first down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Off the play fake. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Washington.
I mean, you talk about coming out as the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Miles through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So the Washington Huskies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's a...
Turning it on! He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. force their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husky.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been...
There he goes! And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Fighting Illini using that big run to get momentum going. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Right on the money. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just inside the 30-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Give to the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
To the air on second down. They'll run the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
Got it behind the line. It's Durham. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to go up top on first down. Touchdown, Illinois! Fit it in the window for the score.
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him, had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground, and then we're going to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to James Madison. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was in that last game.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the catch. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
What a play by the quarterback. What an effort. It looked like he was in a lot of trouble. 4th down, nobody open. The pass rush is getting to him, but phenomenal athleticism. And you just can't coach that, right? He's able to get to the outside and run that in for a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive to...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. The RPO, fire complete to the left. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Picks up 3. That's a first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fears the pressure. Still running at the 40. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Washington. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. That touchdown grab, the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. The sure hands, it's Kelly. I know you want to stretch the field horizontally, but working a little vertical in wouldn't hurt either.
No, it wouldn't. And you got to be able to work with some space. There's an entire field that we got to attack on offense right now. That was just way too much work for little gain.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Oftentimes, these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Got his man in the middle. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it through it.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another 1st down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Quick strike complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and stuff.
Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Turning it on. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He'll try to take it back. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And he had just enough to will that one home. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. QB got it himself. There he goes. And just like that, with the big play, they're set up as he goes out of bounds at the 18.
And he does it again. He's showing you time and time again, man. This dude is just like a running back. And you see it in college football now. Just having that guy at that spot, such an advantage. And you watch him there, just pulls the ball down, picks up yardage, and over 100 on the day now.
They really got this offense humming. Just a fourth play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Looking to get it in. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. The Huskies will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move him back. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Right on target this time. Tackled there by the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown, Washington! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. Hold it, finds his man on the left. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Able to run it out to the 28 on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Breaks into the open. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. The give from the gun. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And the Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the handoff. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Looking for a huge play. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husky.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Toledo. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Snatch it quickly on the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They're dealing with a second and long. Off play action. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Hands it off. Turning it off. is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Watts. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on first down. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass.
Illinois, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
At the 45-yard line.
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Right back to the well. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand.
It's a running room. They get him stopped, but the big gain has has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. And he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll return it. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Back to throw, it's Bettis. Might be looking to run. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
Works the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Just keep slinging it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man. Strong, firm tackle. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Breaks into the open.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Backed up now, here's second and long. the gun. He leaves it with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Washington sends out the punt team. Throws to the back. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to pass. It's Bettis. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got a man. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And this sophomore behind center has been really impressive so far. And he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of a mismatch, candidly, Jesse.
I think there were high expectations for this guy coming into the year, but I don't know if anyone thought it would look this good. He has been so dialed in today. When he's doing the work during the week leading up to the game, boy, oh boy, it shows up on game day. He's got a lot of talent, but you combine the mental approach to that talent.
Oh, he's got some space.
First and goal, Washington.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and